everyone, and welcome back. So today we have something interesting to talk about. We have a ton of technology in this big stack right here, and I guess let's just get right into it. So a while back, I bought a very cool piece of technology. It's an old computer. It's called the Radio Shack Model 100, or the TRS-80 Model 100, and it's kind of like the first laptop ever, if you could think about it like that. And basically, yes, it is just a gigantic glorified calculator, but there are some awesome and fun things you can do on it. It's super thick. If you can see how thick that is, that's like that thick. It's a monster. And as you can see, it uses some very old peripherals. You can see has an on-off switch right here, and it even has an answering machine. No, sorry. You can put in your phone line still to this. You can do everything like with old stuff here. So it's kind of cool just to see how far old technology has come to become new technology. When you turn it on, it's just this horrible bad green LCD, and the resolution is not very good at all. The time obviously is wrong because it says 1920, and it's not 1920, it's 2020, so it's just about a few let's see, 100 years off? I cannot do math. Oops. I don't know. You guys might be able to figure that out and comment it below so I know, because I'm not into mental math, I guess. Woo! But good thing I got my glorified calculator to help me figure it out. So basically your main controls is you have a mechanical keyboard. It's a full mechanical keyboard like you would find in any desktop PC, Mac. You just on the desk instead of built in. So they kind of just took that from the desk and put it in here. And you get a ton of travel. Look at all that movement. A nice clicky noise. Obviously, it's kind of old, so the keycaps are kind of deteriorating. And I've had to replace a few of them. The number button, so you can shift. And that kind of locks in place sometimes. And you can store, like, maybe a few programs on this. I think it only has 24 kilobytes of data storage, which if you don't know data storage, that's not a lot. That's like, if you have 250 gigabytes on your phone, that's like not even 1 gigabyte. So 24 kilobytes is not even half of a gigabyte. It's like a quarter, maybe, of a megabyte. It's small. It says we have 14,000 bytes free, just a byte. So, the programs on here are very small, obviously, though. It runs BASIC, which is like an early programming language. And, you move the programs around with your keys. There's some few programs I made. It's really easy to learn. That's why I bought it. It's kind of a fun thing to make early games on. I know my lights are shining on it, so you probably can't see that. But anyways, let's just try this. And, you can kind of just play the game. Let's see if you can see that. And, this is a drawing thing, so you can draw with the buttons here and kind of make a little pattern or something, whatever you want to draw. It just keeps drawing until you switch directions. I also made a race car game, so it's actually really fun and easy to learn. If you want to see more videos like this on how to use it and more about it, just leave a comment and tell me what you think. And, yeah, either way, let's move on to the next piece of technology. This is an early laptop. Let's move on to the next laptop, my Hello Kitty MacBook from 2008. And, as you can see, it's, not much of an improvement in thickness, maybe half an inch. And, we're still in the age where we have a CD port on the front, actually. And with this, you have like the most peripherals I've ever seen in the computer. We have like 3 USBs, Ethernet, DVI, express card, MagSafe, headphones, So they have your headphone jack right here, and you have to push the button to lift the lid. Like, it's not just to lift the lid. It's push the button, then lift, because it's locked. I don't know why they did that. Maybe one of you guys know and can tell me. But this is the gigantic model. It's the 15-incher, so you got speaker grills on the side. It's not dissimilar to, like, the new MacBooks, like the 16-inch one. I bet it's the same size, except the screen bezels are probably smaller. Has basically the same layout as all the new MacBooks, except the trackpad here has the clicky bar down here, and it's a lot smaller compared to the new ones. I think even like the smallest MacBook still has a like huge trackpad right there. So with the keyboard, you still have a lot of travel, kind of a lot different from the new MacBooks because those are just very low profile. These are kind of more mechanical and clicky, so you can hear a lot of click in there. And obviously you have a screen with I think that's only a 2-megapixel camera, so not very good, but obviously you get a nice large screen and my Hello Kitty sticker right there. So, from screen built in to this, and then you move on to the thinnest of the thinnest, which in comparison to our original is tiny. You can pick it up with 2 fingers. I think you can even you could lift this thing with your pinky. It's so small. Like on the Apple commercials, they have them holding it like this because it's so small and skinny and thin. And look how thin it is. It's just crazy how far technology's come. And now you have the Touch ID built in, so you don't even have to type anything for your password anymore. You just click it. Oh, gosh darn it, it opened it up. Oh well, either way, you still have this huge trackpad right here, a lot bigger than the other one. If you compare them side by side, it's about like 20% bigger, and it doesn't have the clicky bar at the bottom anymore. It has haptic feedback built in, which is nice, feels so smooth, and just feels really intuitive and good. So you got the low profile keyboard, which I actually don't mind. A lot of people like bag on Apple for doing that. I know they've had problems with the keyboard like deteriorating and breaking and not functioning, but I haven't had any of those problems. It works really nice for me, and I like the feel and sound of it, so there's no problem with that for me either. And I think we improved to like an 8-megapixel camera built into the bezel, and the screen got almost as big as the big MacBook, even though it's about a quarter. Look at how small it is compared to the big one. 13-inch to 15-inch, I mean, not that big of a difference. It's only been 8 years between these two. I think this was released 2016 area, and the main difference is just the lightness, and sadly, they got rid of all the ports that we saw on the other one. It just has these 2 Lightning Thunderbolt connections, and yep, we still kept the headphone jack so that if you want to, you can listen to your tunes on this wired port right here, but who does that anymore? I mean, like, I'm not going to see someone walking around like this. No, they don't do that, but anyways, thanks for joining me on this cool exploration of old and new technology. I hope you liked it. If you did, please comment, like, and subscribe, and turn on the bell notifications. And if you just want to check out some other stuff that I make, check out my other channel, which is going to be right up there and at the end of this video at the end screen. So, yeah, thanks for watching. See you later.